What's up, fellas? I hope you've all had a wonderful start to the week. Today, we'll discuss what's going on with XRP in the XRP community. Now, before we go any further, let's take a short look at how XRP is performing in the market. CoinMarketCap.com. As you can see, the price of XRP is currently 5,461 cents, and it appears that we are nearing a bottom. I'm back in the green zone. The price has increased by 2.40% in the last 24 hours, which is rather outstanding to observe. With everything out of the way, let's get started with today's video. Welcome back to Millionaire Mindset, your favorite crypto news station. As always, if you're new to the XRP community, welcome. To make sure you don't miss anything, click the subscribe button and switch on the notifications. Don't miss out on our daily XRP news. To return to today's theme, we'll crank up the engines with this tweet from I understand why people can't envision XRP rising to $1,500 after yesterday, says at King Doggo XRP. Not everyone can be a multimillionaire or a billionaire, she says. The settlement, as we all know, will be reached pretty soon. As a result, seeing these insane statistics sooner rather than later would not be so ludicrous. Some may think the prospects for XRP are ludicrous, but only time will tell. The only way to know is to wait and see. As if I were you, I wouldn't want to be caught off guard when XRP explodes. Moving on to our next tweet of the day. We have this fascinating one from @Jordan Harry. The swift shift is happening in 75% of big global banks, including American banks, claims the report. International correspondent banking is being phased out. He provides this video in which Anya Mandalone, a Ripple board member, discusses some important topics. Facts. She discusses SWIFT and how people are distancing themselves from it. Furthermore, she believes that the majority of people will argue that the regulatory standards are too onerous. It wasn't worth it. Most people, she claims, still don't understand why they need a correspondent banking account. Pair with Ghana, Uganda, or Chile if you're feeling adventurous. We have innovations such as the Chinese digital yuan, and large payment platforms may be able to help fill in for them. But what do we have in the United States? Maybe Ripple is the answer. It's incredible how everything is right in front of our eyes. All we have to do now is wait and see. XRP has been picked. The last mile in global payments is the flow of value, says at Ripple, the transfer of funds from a financial institution to the final recipient. Our handbook offers advice on how to make the most of blockchain technology and expand your business. It's your company. We can now see, if we tap on the link they've supplied, the last mile playbook to global success. Payments for efficient cross-border payment processing, speed, transparency, and liquidity are essential. Transactions. However, in many parts of the world, this isn't always the case. This easy-to-follow approach will assist your company in developing differentiated value propositions in Mexico, Thailand, and Nigeria are among the 14 key markets. Download the guide to learn about new ways to use blockchain technology to build your business. This country-by-country lesson on local payment methods can help you grow your business. 3 years ago, Brad stated it was a marathon, adds another tweet from @SmartyXD. It's now the final mile, according to Ripple. Fasten your seatbelts, boys, we're almost there. He retweets at Bearinghouse's tweet, which reads, and to be clear, @MoneyGram announcement is just one step in a long journey to make XRP the worldwide payment liquidity solution. Banking and service providers. This is a tweet from 2018, which was sent 3 years ago. And now, in 2021, they've released another tweet regarding global payments last mile. Without a doubt, we are on the verge of crossing the finish line. Last mile in global payments, says an unidentified town. The juxtaposition is amusing. The metric system is used by the rest of the globe. The system of the United States dollar has come to an end. So there you have it. Various people have different but intriguing viewpoints on everything, and it's astounding to observe. After that, we have some more exciting news to share. If you own an XRP and will receive Spark tokens, you will also receive a second free token, Flare Networks token. This is just amazing. However, the Spark token's introduction is expected to be delayed by 2 months. Some individuals were upset by this, but in my opinion, I would say anything they needed to hear. Allow them to do whatever they need to do to ensure the network security. There's no need to accelerate what's going on here because they only have one chance to build this network. Once, the official Flare Network Twitter account shared this tweet, and they shared it, a hyperlink leading to the Flare Zai's website. Introducing Songbird, the canary network for Flare, we can see here. Let's take a short look at that article and highlight only the parts that are relevant to this discussion. Introducing Songbird, Flare's canary network. We're thrilled to share our most recent plans for Flare's development and debut. At Flare, we've been thoroughly testing the network and its numerous key components. Flare protocols are designed to be useful. With several elements, our testing has reached a point where little more can be understood. From additional testing on a separate test network, we'll now move on to live testing in an adversarial environment on a working blockchain. We'll be publishing Songbird, a canary network for Flare, in the next 6 weeks. What is a canary network? Says the narrator. A canary network is a live blockchain with a limited token supply, and thus scarcity. It will be used to test features for a related mainnet. Users on a canary network have a balance that cannot be replenished at any time. This is in contrast to a testnet, which typically is an infinite token supply. Through a faucet to any user in increments, the token's specified and limited supply may put value on it, potentially making it valuable, appealing to attackers, ensuring that testing is as real as possible. This enables the system under test to be hardened. With their Kusama network, Polkadot invented the canary network concept. Songbird will have its own cryptocurrency, Songbird $SGB, that will only be distributed once, and in the same proportion to all the FLR distribution's beneficiaries. The whole initial supply will be 15 billion with a 10% annual inflation rate. The FZO and validator reward systems are two different types of reward systems. This means that 0.1511 SGB will be allocated for every one XRP stored at the time of the snapshot. There will be no predetermined pool of minting rewards. Instead, the Flare Foundation will receive that supply. You will use the same Ethereum-style address if you claim FLR through self-custody. But it will be different. Songbird can be accessed with a different chain ID. If you used an exchange to claim your FLR, they will receive SGB on your behalf. You'll have to request that they deliver it to you. As we wrap out today's video, here's a link to an article on financiafeed.com titled, Ripple and the SEC reach an agreement ahead of a deposition on ETH speech. Let's take a look at that as well to see what's up with the SEC case. As we all know, Ripple and the Securities Exchange Commission (SEC) declared progress on Friday. Privilege concerns with plans to narrow and fix those issues in the future. The speech of Mr. Hinman. We may notice the following in that article, with 1 week to go until the deposition. When the trial of William Hinman begins, the plaintiff and defendants have sent a joint letter. Judge Sarah Netburn has announced that they have reached an agreement to allow the testimony to continue smoothly. We have struck an agreement that reflects a win-win situation for all parties, says the statement. Mr. Hinman may be cross-examined by the defendants on a variety of grounds without raising a privilege objection. From the Securities and Exchange Commission, despite the overwhelming opposition, the judge ordered the deposition to proceed last week. According to attorney Jeremy Hogan, the SEC is desperate. Both parties announced on Friday that they had made progress on the privilege concerns and devised a strategy for narrowing and resolving the issues surrounding Mr. Hinman's deposition. Despite the SEC and Ripple's agreement, some people are still doubtful concerning the development made. I'll be astonished if the parties don't come to her for a settlement after the deposition. The privilege deliberative process question will be decided, XRP holders attorney John stated. Deedon. They may have decided to ask specific questions and allow him to respond. Based on the appearance of things, I'm going to put them under seal and then seek a judgment later. Deedon has already recommended 10 basic deposition questions that aren't covered by the law. Despite the fact that a special master may still be required to rule on the privilege issue, a potential avalanche of complaints. The deposition of the former SEC Director of Corporation Finance will be focused on his 2018 lecture. In response to a question concerning Ether, he emphasized that it should not be considered a security. This caused a violent market reaction, and a slew of deals were struck at the time and later. It did, however, raise a number of difficulties. Ripple Labs intends to raise some of these concerns, perhaps exposing the SEC errors. ETH is also under strain, as its classification as a non-security may be questioned. Let's look at the technical analysis of XRP with that in mind. We're working on a daily basis. The Federal Reserve will announce their interest rate decision as well as their monetary policy. On the 28th of July, policy? What exactly does that imply? If they decide to raise the interest rate, everyone will be forced to buy stock. In a panic, the market will most likely sell their positions. For the crypto market, this spells disaster. Yesterday, the stock market had one of the largest one-day sell-offs in the history of the market. Hedge funds are increasingly investing in the stock market, which is a negative sign. In this market, I've been watching whale wallets, and a lot of money is leaving as well. Coins are being poured into exchanges in greater numbers. If the stock market falls, so will Bitcoin and the others. As I've stated in previous alternative coins, this isn't meant to be a scare tactic. Please proceed with caution. Many people are planning to pay for their education by investing their money in activities they enjoy. I don't get it. This market is unconcerned about anyone. It'll do what it's going to do. I'm currently agnostic on altcoins, but if Bitcoin gets a boost from the outer Gartley, XRP could benefit. As resistance, it'll most likely push higher to that longer-term trend line around 87 cents. I've been long since 20 cents, so XRP may plummet without bothering me. Don't be a fool and let your emotions get the best of you. Be cautious when trading and safeguard your assets. Guys, trade with caution. Please bear in mind that we are not a registered investment advisor. All of the videos on this channel are solely for amusement. Let us know what you think in the comments box below, and we'll have a discussion about it. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe using the links below. Turn on alerts to be notified whenever we publish new great stuff. In the following video, we'll see you